Hey, TIs. You know what? I don't think that managers and landlords are supposed to backdate stuff. Um, about a week and a half ago, I received, might have been like maybe 3 weeks ago, I received like all these things from the management and stuff, and I put them away because you remember I was sick and stuff and in bad pain, and it's for rent that was like I paid the rent I couldn't pay because of COVID, and plus I paid like in advance, and this was for that rent, which was like months and months ago, and it's backdated. When this COVID stuff happened, you're supposed to fill out a certain form and stuff that says, why you can't pay your rent and due to COVID and stuff. So one of my neighbor friends on the next block, she did that for me, and I gave it to the management. A couple of days later, they were like trying to get me to sign something, and I can't see, even with glasses on in good light. So, they wanted to explain it to me and wanted me to sign then and there. And I said, no, I'm going to have to look at it. Do you know it was dated before, it was backdated before I gave them, that paper I'm supposed to give them saying I couldn't pay rent, But I ended up paying that rent and ahead. And they just left me a 15-day notice on my door a few days ago. And I had texted him saying, I have the rent, I just have to get a little bit more of it. I have the majority of the rent. And they put that notice on my door anyways. And I'm having a hard time getting any income because of COVID. And, apparently my name is being messed with, my identity, because, my identity is being messed with from like 3 different places. And I'm getting the notices. And, I had to go down and prove who I was to the bank. Take my social security card and my old IDs, with my addresses, and then call the people on the phone while I'm at the desk and everything. That's one thing I don't believe in. I don't believe in taking somebody's identity or frauding. You get me? I didn't do any of this stuff, and I don't know where any of the money went, but apparently, Social Security is, I haven't been out of income from Social Security for over a year, but apparently, shit's happening with them, and it ain't for me, so I'm going to have to get a hold of them, and then stuff is happening from the, I remember I told you I was on food stamps, I was getting $120 in food stamps. I still had no income, but I don't know, somebody applied for cash aid from them or something, but they told me that I hadn't picked up my CalFresh or my whatever you call it, financial benefits, cash benefits for 180 days, and they were going to cut it off, and but it wasn't going to affect the money that's been in there for 180 days. What money? I know I didn't apply for it, and that it wouldn't affect my food stamps, and then boom, cut off my food stamps. But what money? I didn't apply for any money, and it wasn't showing up on my card. And yeah, so then I got cut off of food stamps. But food stamps is the only thing, that that my daughter-in-law helped me apply for, So I don't know if somebody applied for stuff in my name or what was going on, you know. So I'm going to have somebody help me with that one. And then apparently, you know, I don't know, I got a letter from, it says SSI, that they've been paying me and that they overpaid me $9,000 something $100 and I need to give it back to them. What? I haven't been able to get back on SSI. I'm permanently disabled and they cut me off. So I don't know where this shit's coming from, but you know what? That's one thing. I'm not going to let somebody, I mean, you know, smear campaigns and shit, they throw dirt on all of our names, but one thing is my identity. I don't fucking fraud. I don't use other people's names. You know, I don't mess with shit like that. You get me? So apparently somebody is, because somebody tried to, somebody had a card the same day I called customer service. And they said that somebody had just tried to access an account. Remember I told you both the cards were no good? And that they put in the wrong PIN. And they inquired if what the balance was. The same day I called customer service. Yeah, and wanted to know, you know, why neither one of my cards worked. You know, are they, you know, did they close them down or what? Yeah, so it's weird. But, you know, yeah. So that's something I have to find out. I also have to get a credit check. Yeah. And, you know, they're gonna do a printout. You know, what activity's been where, whatever. And I'm willing to, you know, because I have every receipt and I've sent copies of every receipt I have. You know, so yeah. I don't get it. You know, I sit here and I suffer here. I don't even got a bed. You know what I mean? And just like, you know, I mean, I did armed robberies, you know, and they filed a motion to suppress all evidence as a result of a warrantless arrest. You know, well, actually, I was in there and my dad bailed me out and he hired a lawyer. But, you know, I never took from people. You know what I mean? You know, you rob a register. You know, they get the money back. That was my, you know, that was the way I explained it in my head. I'm not hurting anybody. They get money back, you know. But as far as people, I don't steal. And I've never stole from people. You get me? People work hard for their money. They hustle. Or somebody helps them out and they make it last, you know, or they save and pinch, you know. Yeah, you don't do that to somebody. And you don't do that to somebody's name. I mean, you know, back when people were using their kids' social securities and, you know, running up credit. Oh, well, you know, yeah, they were running up their kids' social credit before they were even old enough to get credit. Never did that. You know, back when women were giving social security numbers of their kids to people that would claim them on their taxes so they could get money. Yeah, I needed money, but I never did that because I was never going to mess up my kids' credit, you know, because someday they're going to be old enough and they're going to need it. Or they're going to mess it up themselves. You get me? That's just not me. Peace out.